It's when I see this that I'm wondering
someone
what
needs
the
to
fuck
push
am
over
I
this
making content for the game.
Hytale is a game that shouldn't exist. Good thing it does though, let's go! Hey guys, my name is Chaser, and today let's talk about the state of Hytale 100 days after its early access release. But before we start, according to YouTube statistics, a whopping 0% of you guys are subscribed. And how the hell is that even possible? We are so close to 4K, so please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, if you're buying Hytale or upgrading editions, please use code Chaser. It really helps out the channel. So if you're watching this video, you might have tried Hytale when it first launched back in January, or you might have been waiting to try it until it was more polished. Or you just enjoy my videos. Thanks. I'm here to catch you up on where the game currently stands compared to the first bug-filled days of early Hytale. I'm not going to really get into this right now, but I will reiterate that this game is early access. If you expected Hytale to be a completely finished masterpiece in the short span of 100 days, then boy, do I have bad news for you, pal. That's just not how game development works. Patience is a virtue, my friend. But I do have good news for you. Given the circumstance, Hytale is absolutely thriving. This is mainly because of three things: modding, creative, and server discovery support, all features that were pretty bare bones on Hytale's launch. Before we get to that, let's talk about the base vanilla survival game mode. I feel pretty safe to say that most of Hytale's main game-breaking bugs have been resolved. I'm actually guilty of not really playing too much survival recently, and I'll explain why, but it is so much more polished and grounded than before. If you hop on the game right now and boot up a survival world, you probably won't notice too much of a difference. This is because the Hytale team is intelligent. Rather than adding a ton of new features, items, and game progression, the team focused on the roots of the game. Simon and the team made it clear that the intentions for early updates were focused on bug fixing, modding, and creative tools. We pretty much get weekly pre-release updates that fix a ton of bugs from survival and polishing the tools necessary to create. The team is prioritizing polishing what is already in the game so that as soon as it's up to standard, they can start pushing out major updates with a lot bigger features, which will be called chapters. Chapters will be content-heavy updates that focus on adding bigger and bolder features such as items, game progression, and even some story. So yeah, we're pretty close towards getting our first chapter. In the meantime, modding and creative tools are getting huge support because this is most likely where most of the player base resides while the team works on getting chapters released. Now you might be thinking, there's not even any new features? We waited over 100 days for nothing? How much longer until we get some big updates? Bro, we waited 7 years for this game. The whole reason that creative and modding tools are getting a ton of attention right now is to allow people to create mods and servers for players to enjoy in the meantime. Recently, there have been community mod competitions hosted by Hytale, and from it came so many cool mods. One of which was a Mario Party inspired game mode called Bike Crashers. Strong dial, nice. I'll use that right now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's...
Keep going.
Please retire, bro. Actually, please retire.
Just go on CurseForge and look at how many mods have been popping up recently. This is all thanks to the attention of modding support from the team. I think it's cool to see how people are using these tools to create a fun experience for other players. I've also seen some people do some really cool stuff with world generation. It gets me even more hyped for the future when Hytale fully implements World Gen V2. I would definitely say the biggest saving grace for Hytale, and the feature that completely changes the game, is the server discovery tab and proximity chat. Once the server list was released, there was a surge of players everywhere. If you don't know, before the server discovery tab was a thing, you would just have to manually find an IP somewhere on the internet. It was a whole thing, it was just stupid. There were hidden servers that people couldn't find easily, and overall it just wasn't a good system. But now, all the servers are just in one tab, and you can search for whatever you want. This, combined with proximity chat, is exactly what Hytale needed. Multiplayer is such a huge selling point for a game like this, and the server tab gives creators a chance to make a great experience for players to hang out and have fun. I've actually met a lot of you guys on some of these servers, so if you ever see me in-game, then feel free to say hi. I'm currently in a midlife crisis of making my character not blue because they don't have the correct hair and skin color that I was hoping for, so I kinda look chopped. Hytale, if you're listening, we need a color wheel for every customizable feature on our characters. Let me choose the blue I want to be. Let me change the color of this piece of clothing. Let me have pure white eyes, please. Anyway, I highly advise you guys to go check out some servers on the new Discovery tab. There's something for everybody out there. I'm personally a big fan of Hytale's Queblast minigame, which is a free-for-all with guns, and I'm strangely good at this game. The owners are super friendly and they're already planning new stuff. Also, I can't not mention Fight Club. You guys know that PvP is what I'm known for and love, and this is the PvP server. The owners reached out to me asking me to join, and they showed me how complex PvP actually is. Literally every day for the past week, I've been on here training with the owners, and it's just insane to see what's possible. I need to become on par with them so I can't be called a LARPer. Everyone on here is super nice and welcoming, and everyone is willing to make a leaderboard player out of me. These guys are the goats. There's also the server called Runeterra, which is like an RPG with dungeons and raids. We played that for a while on stream. It was definitely good fun. There's Highforger as well. It's like classic Skyblock. There's Quebec Corners server, which me and a few friends somehow found a way out of the map. And then I started running out of the map as far as I could. I think it was like 10,000 blocks. For some reason, that movement gained a bit of a crowd because a bunch of creators joined, and then we thought it was a good idea to literally walk 10,000 blocks. So this entire crowd of creators formed, and we all clearly had nothing better to do but walk for 2 hours in Hytale. It got so much traction that Simon and Katar joined the lobby and told us to keep walking.
Keep walking. Keep walking. It's when I see this that I'm wondering what the fuck am I making content for the game.
#1 server, by the way.
Thank you. Gold.
Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you, Simon. Check out this hard-ass screenshot of me and them. Honestly, this is probably why Chapter 1 has taken so long. I mean, this just shows how cool this community is. Everyone comes together on a server and just talks to each other in proximity chat. Those for sure have been my favorite additions so far. I've always bragged about how cool this community is, but seeing you guys come up to me and talk to me, seeing how many creators I've been able to connect with over proximity chat and the friends list, the fact that Simon casually joins and spends 30 minutes just walking with us, it just really warms my heart and reminds me that being a part of the community is worth everything. The multiplayer scene will not stop growing rapidly from this point forward. New servers will emerge, new minigames will be pioneered, new mods will be made. We are not slowing down from here. So where are we now? Well, after the huge success of the server discovery tab, friends list, and proximity chat, multiplayer is really starting to shape up. I think this is a good sign that lets us know that the devs are starting to feel more comfortable and confident with the overall stability of the game right now. From what I understand, the current goal is still focused on polishing the more technical parts of the game like modding and creative tools. I think they're trying to get this all out of the way now rather than later so they can spend more time on big updates. Simon also confirmed on Twitter that they've been hiring recently in order to push for more content. Like I mentioned earlier, these pre-releases are rapid fire, and there's a good reason for that. Simon mentions that part of the team are working hard on Chapter 1. He says that the first 3 chapters will essentially be setting the groundwork so that they can perfect the pace at which the future chapters release. They've been hiring in order to support their visions for speedy and juicy content updates. He sums it up by saying that the team has the funds, team, and the community, and all they need is some time to cook. Something worth noting is that someone asked if there will be live streams showcasing the future updates for Hytale, similar to Minecraft Live, and Simon says that there are thoughts for that in the future, but he doesn't want to market updates too much right now because he, quote, doesn't want people to play exploration mode just yet until we make it better. It's great that he's self-aware, and it also just shows how much of a high bar he set for his expectations of what exploration mode should be like. Simon has mentioned something similar to this before. He said that it's good that there isn't a massive beaming light on Hytale right now because it gives them more time to work on big stuff in the shadows. And if you think about it, it makes sense. It's good that Hytale isn't the center of attention right now because that would only add more pressure to the team to get something done quickly. Most people who are playing Hytale anyway understand the state that the game is in. We have time. Now if you're curious about what to be excited for in the upcoming chapters, we can actually make some pretty good guesses. Now Simon clarified that the early access title of Hytale will be removed once the game lives up to the trailer. Once Hytale has all of the features and plays like it looks in the trailer, that will be the official release of the game. He's also said that the first story arc that's called the Cursebreaker arc will end alongside early access. Chapter 1 will most likely add the big missing quality of life stuff that you would have expected to be in the game on release. I would think general world building stuff like boats, mounts, possibly farming, and most likely our first little piece of story content. I don't want to get crazy and list off a ton of stuff because we know these updates will be big, but that word is subjective. Remember, there's plenty of stuff that these chapters can deliver. We still need Zone 5 and 6, so please give me intel on Zone 5, man. I'm literally John Lightning. A more in-depth combat update, quests, bosses, game progression, story, ocean content. I mean, the list truly doesn't stop. At the very least, there will be no shortage of content ideas in the near future. So yeah, here we are, rapidly approaching Chapter 1's release. Given how Simon has hyped up these chapters so much, we can assume from that point forward that the game will start to really take shape and start forming into more of an in-depth RPG survival experience. Stay active in the community because I have a feeling we're going to hear more and more about the future real soon. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see next. I got some PvP stuff coming up real soon, so if you're interested in that or want to see more stuff like this, leave a comment down below and stick around. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and have a good night.